If you love drawing your characters until you have to put clothes on them, these tips might help. Once you've drawn their underlying form, just decide where their collar and sleeves are going to be. So I'm going to do a V-neck and quarter sleeves, and you're just sort of drawing where it's going to end. Next, you have to decide the thickness of the fabric and the tightness of the clothes. I'm going to do a sweater that is thick and loose. So to show that it's thick, we're going to actually lift the clothes away from the body a little bit. And because it's looser, it won't go quite as form-fitting. So we're going to just take a high point like here on her chest, and then just kind of skip this indentation because the fabric wouldn't really like vacuum suck in there. Wrinkles will usually bunch around areas where the body like twists, like anywhere in the joint or at the waist. Tight clothes will have wrinkles that go from point A to point B very directly, and they'll have more wrinkles overall. Hope this helped.
The best MC, it's M to the B, it's M to the B, it's M M M M M to the B, it's M to the B, it's M to the B, bang.
If you're happy with your drawing, until you have to color the skin, these tips might help. First, you want to select the base color of the skin. So this should just be kind of the color you want it to be when it's not in shade or in highlight. And once you have that selected, you want to take that mid color and put it to the side. Next, you want to pick a color that is both darker and redder than the mid-tone. For a super pale character, I like to use something really red. I find that characters with darker complexions can often go a little farther into this pink zone, and it can still look nice, which is trickier to do with the lighter skin characters. Then you pick your highlight, which can be lighter and cooler. Place the darker color in key points like under the eyes, on the tips of the ears, around the nose. Then gently start to blend it in. Then carefully add a couple little highlights and blend. You can add details like scars or freckles, and you're done. If you like drawing faces, except if you have to draw them from the side, this tip might help. Let's think about how the skull works. It's generally this big old circle with a space out front for the face and the jaw, so we're going to draw a circle and then add in the jaw. Generally, you don't want to take this jaw point out much farther than like midway through this circle. When drawing the eye from the side, it can sometimes be helpful to think about the actual eyeball and then draw the eyelids around it. This is the shape that you want. The iris is a lens, so when your character is looking forward, it will look sort of flattened out, whereas when they look from the side, it will be more of a full circular kind of shape. Decide how far you want their nose to go out, and then decide if you want them to have like a ski jump kind of nose or an bump out kind of nose, or like straight. There's a lot of cool noses, so definitely play around with them. Indent slightly here for the brow bone. The neck curves to meet the jaw. The mouth cuts in and the lips bump out. Good luck!
Wanna learn how I draw juicy lips? First, draw a straight line and divide it into 3 like this. Then we're gonna draw a little bird. Tatakai. And then just curve it towards the end. Then draw a little heart between the lines. The bottom is the lower lips, and the upper is the cupid's bow. Then use a soft eraser to soften up the lines. So we're gonna color using an airbrush. Use a red color for that seductive look. Then clean it up just like that. Airbrush a darker color in the inner parts of the lips and soften the edges. I put a shadow beneath and a highlight on the cupid's bow. And for that final touch, put that juicy little highlight on the lower lip. Alright, now let's paste it on a face. Now that's what I call smeg.